What's up, guys? Fairly decent here again. My last video, this damn mic was echoing, so hopefully it's not doing it this time, because that was really annoying. But in this game, just do a quick synopsis of what's going to happen in this gameplay. If I'm not mistaken, it should be kill confirmed. I play okay. I'm playing by myself in this one, so I tend to camp a lot when I'm by myself, just because I don't trust my teammates to actually do what I would expect them to supposed to do. But in this game, I do really well. I just basically keep using those shock charges and bouncing betties, and as I said in the first commentary, I'm gonna work on trying to get the diamond camo for the shotguns, which I think would look really sweet. The S12 was giving me issues at first, just because, well, this gun kind of sucks. This fucking sucks. There's a lot of times where you'll just get a barrage of hit markers, and you have to basically just bash the trigger to actually get kills with it. So this gun has been a grind. First gun went quick, so hopefully I will be able to just grind through this. I don't have much more to do. I just have to get the bloodthirsty medals and finish playing with no perks, which that'll happen. No perks is easy. Just play a couple games and it'll be done. But anyway, this game we end up winning, and as I said before, I do well, so not bad. But with these types of videos, it's not always about the gameplay, it's also about the commentaries. So what I'm going to actually be talking about today is something that came up at work the other day. We were actually discussing basically procrastination. Everyone does it. And in school, they tried to actually say, don't do it. For example, they'll assign an essay, let's say a 10-page essay. And they say, oh, this is something that you can't wait till the night before to do. It's like, yeah, right. I am going to basically just do it whenever I get the inspiration to do it. And for me, that's something that is very important, is that I need the inspiration to actually put forth effort and do good work. So for me, the inspiration would be that I knew that I would have to have it done by tomorrow or in a couple days or whatever. I might think about what I might write about, but I won't actually sit down to actually type and do things like that. But I feel like it can actually be a very good tool for the people that are capable of doing it. Not everybody can necessarily do procrastination to a point to where it's actually efficient for them, or where they can actually put forth good enough work. Some people will procrastinate to a point to where it'll be make it to where they will just rush through things or not actually finish things thoroughly, while the people that do procrastination well, they'll wait till the last minute because it gives them less doubt in what they're doing, for example. So instead of starting your essay weeks ahead of time and starting to write it, every time you do it that way, at least in my case, and people like me, we tend to start doubting ourselves more if we actually have more time to do it, so we actually think too much. And when it comes to a lot of things, not just school and essays and such, sometimes your first reaction, your first thought is the correct one, or the best option and thought that you could put into a situation, while other times it isn't. That's why it's okay to write a couple different drafts, or do a different put more thought into things and put different drafts in everything that you do, not just schoolwork or projects or what have you. It could be work, it could be while you're at work, and if you have a project when you're at work, say you have to write a memo, or you have to put together a presentation, it might not be the best idea for everybody to wait till the last second to do it. But I mean, my biggest gripe with procrastination is how many people hate on it, as if it's not actually a proper or a viable option that can actually be useful, or a useful tool. So I mean, if you are someone that has done procrastination, or I keep saying do procrastination, if you're someone that procrastinates well, if you're someone that has been able to go and have something assigned to you and you can do it all in one sitting, then you don't let people say that you can't do it, because that's stupid. I mean, there's nothing that you can't completely procrastinate if you didn't want to. I mean, there are things that you probably shouldn't. There's art projects and such. I went to school for art things, and those things shouldn't be procrastinated. As if it's like painting and things, you need time to let things dry out and do things like that. I mean, those are kind of exceptions to the rule, because you need more time to get things done. I mean, if you're talking about writing, and if you were just drawing something with a pen or pencil, you might not even have to put a bunch of time into it. Some people can just sit down and do it all right away. So really, the fact that people try to constantly say, no, don't procrastinate. You're not going to be able to put forth good work, or it's impossible to do this the night before, or it's impossible to wait till the last minute to do it. No, it's not. It really isn't. I mean, a lot of people actually do better work that way. And in my case, and many of my friends and the people that we were discussing this at work, is that they get better inspiration. If they're not inspired, they won't do good work. So, I mean, it can be a form, either you can procrastinate it, wait till the last minute and do it, or if you get some sort of inspiration to do a project, you can do it all in one sitting. It's almost like procrastinating. I mean, you can do it a week ahead of time, just do it all and be like, there we go. You don't necessarily need to do rough drafts and all that other stuff. I mean, do proofreading, make sure you don't sound like a fucking retard when you write it or something like that. But honestly, it's not always needed to put that much thought into things. I mean, you want to be organized, but you don't want to actually overthink what you're doing, because if you overthink, a lot of times you will hurt your creativity. You will hurt your basically the points that you're trying to get across, because if you have a point that you can get across, sometimes it's better just to sit down and do it. A lot of the best writers always say that it is better to just sit down and write without thinking, and then you can go back and kind of organize the thoughts if it's not organized. So, it's not a necessity to have to put a ridiculous amount of time into everything that you do, unless you're someone that needs that. I mean, there's some people that need that. Like, for example, I remember when I was in middle school, we had a simple machines project that we had to do. They assigned it in the beginning of the semester, and you had till the end of the semester to do it. It was something where you had to do like a 25-page presentation and make a little model of your simple machine and all that. And I had a guy that I was in a lot of classes with, and he started immediately. He's someone that needs to put more thought and time and do rough drafts and everything. And I waited until either the night before, or like 2 or 3 nights before or something. I did it all in one sitting. The whole time he's sitting there bragging about how he's almost done and how he's going to get a better grade than I am. We would kind of have a friendly competition, but in the end, I ended up getting an A- and he got a B+. Both good grades, but I put a lot less time into it, but it doesn't mean that the quality of my work was any less than his. So that's the biggest thing, is that really, if you complete your projects, then it's okay to procrastinate. That's all I got for you today, YouTube. Peace out.